I used to love stories about ghosts, mysterious disappearances, and strange deaths. But they never scared me. I knew perfectly well that nothing like that could exist in our world. A year ago, everything changed. The Great Departure happened. And I don't like stories about ghosts, mysterious disappearances, and strange deaths anymore. Because they became real.
Hi, I'm Qrow, and welcome to the Derailed Devour the Harvest. A very special game because I'm in it. I mean, there are other reasons for sure, but I am in it. Now, this is the demo for a bloody, world-bending psychological horror game. And if the title seems familiar to you, I actually played a game set in the Derailed universe about a year ago. Now, this game is said to be a standalone experience, just sharing the same universe. However, if you enjoy this one and you want a little bit more, a little bit extra to kind of flesh the world out, if you will, I'll make sure to leave that video down in the description as well as at the end of this video. Now, I will get into talking about the process of doing the voice work for this game and the story and all that stuff at the end of the video, but for now, I want to keep it as concise as possible. With all of that being said, I do hope that you enjoy the game and enjoy the video. Ooh, and we're in it.
Hey, where you at? Everyone's here waiting. You're the last one.
Don't expect me. I'm not going. Not tonight.
What do you mean not tonight? Then when? Tomorrow? Today's the anniversary, just so you know.
That's exactly the reason why not tonight.
You do get why we're meeting up, right? So none of us lose our minds, each on our own. We get together, we have a drink, we remember the ones we lost.
Don't mourn the living.
The living? And who might that be? Do you seriously believe that half of the planet who vanished can, boom, just come back?
They can and they will. To the exact places where they disappeared from.
Where are you even getting this from?
Maybe if you actually read the news, you'd know.
The news? The news? Do you actually think it's true? That fake prophet guy, what's his name?
Why fake? Some things turned out the way he'd said they would.
Like what? That everything would turn to shit after the Great Departure? Yeah, good one. I could have prophesied that too. And by the way, you haven't shown up once since it happened. This is how you lose your mind, always being alone. Look, just come.
No.
Well, fuck you then.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so fucking cool. I've never experienced anything like that before. For me to be in a game, I'm the guy on the phone. I don't know if that was explicitly clear. I know there's a lot of filters and stuff there. For me to be in a game, it's always been, I had a list when I started doing this, when I started doing content creation, of like little things, little oddities that I'd be like, man, it'd be really cool if during my time doing this, making videos, I achieved these goals. And it wasn't like subscriber count. It wasn't, number of views or anything like that. These are just little personal things that I thought it would be really neat if I had this thing happen. One of those was to voice a character in a game. And it is so unreal hearing myself through my own. It's so neat. Okay, while I calm down from that, I do want to say, I don't have any context beyond what I just said, beyond those lines that I just spoke in the game. I don't really know where it goes from here. So I don't have it's blind. It's blind. I'm right there with you as far as what's happening in the game. Oh man, dude, that was so fucking cool. That was so cool. I can't wait to show all of my friends. It's so neat. So we started looking at a train. We made mention, our main character makes mention that all the ghosts, the stories, everything is real. It's here now. And the dialogue between main character and myself, we just talked about how I'm still not coming to terms with what's happened. I'm still refusing to look it in the eye. I'm still refusing to move on. I wouldn't say look it in the eye, actually. That's not the right way to put it. I'm refusing to move on, and I'm looking for answers still where everyone else has stopped. Everyone else has kind of given up. It's a weird area we find ourselves in, like a big living area. Okay, guess let's go forward. Not really a lot happening. For the intro showing all the demons and the ghouls and the ghosts and the train car, not a lot going on. Kind of quiet, kind of peaceful. Objectives, tab. Oh, hold, get to the factory and get in the car. Okay. Apologies, this game will probably be even... Ooh, I can open that. I was gonna say apologies. I normally play games very slow. I wander around the environments. I look for little things hidden behind corners, etc., etc. It's probably gonna be even more of that in this game. I'm just eager, you know what I mean? I'm eager to be a part of something. I want to explore all the little details, see what there is hidden. You know, try to understand not just the main story plot or elements to the game, but maybe some of the more subtle environmental details that are hidden. You know, just try to appreciate it a little more thoroughly. But it doesn't look like there's really much to do in here. Yeah, great. Can't read that. Ran into that issue in the other game as well. Yep, all right, okay, maybe we will just go get in the car. Oh, that's just a picture on the wall. Okay, is this the car that we're supposed to be getting in? One of these, right? A locked door? I hear voices. Looks like there's a TV playing in that room. Okay. There's good atmosphere so far. Things feel alive. Quiet. Isolated. Alone. But alive. So I don't know where we're heading either, right? Don't know where we're leaving from, where we're going to. I know we're not heading to meet up with our handsome friend on the phone. Wow. Okay, just giving us a sense of scale. Where are we going to? So, the game opened on a train car, which I thought was a really cool touch because the first game took place in a train station. The game opened with you on a train, which, like I said, it was a cool callback to that. But are we going? Where would we be going right now? I wonder how closely related.
The lights are out. They cut the power. All right, I'll fix it.
I don't think we've made it explicitly clear where we are going, what our objective
Here it
is.
Our new substation. Feeds the whole workshop. You'll be handling the new stuff. Installed it all just last year.
New stuff is how I like it. Let's grab coffees first. You can show me around later.
I'll explain first, and then we will.
It's a flashback,
You're my
right?
subordinate now. At home, you're my son.
Dad.
Here, it's different. I'm your boss in here.
Got it. Lead the way, boss.
Okay, well, I mean, that's really weird, right? So we're getting flashbacks from our old life. This does kind of look like some sort of refinery station or something. Definitely a big industrial complex. I wanted to make sure that I have the volume all the way up here. I do. Master volume's all the way up. Some of the cutscenes and some of the ambiance is just a little quiet. Okay, so into the substation.
Figures. Locked. But not for someone who took his dad's keys.
Okay, great. Why here? You know what I mean? Why are we coming here? Turning on the power,
First,
I get.
You feed power into the input. There's voltage now. If there isn't, you turn this key and switch on the transformer on the high side. Go on, turn it on.
I do really like how we're using these flashbacks. Like, we're saying, I've been here before. This is a job that I used to have, and I'm remembering when my dad taught me to do all this stuff. That's a neat way to, like, not only introduce...
Don't jump.
I'm not. Just wasn't expecting it.
Now we go to the low voltage side. There's about 10 switches there. You'll get tired flipping them.
Let's do that after coffee. Get some energy first.
Other way around. The work gives you energy. Watch.
Okay, so like 10 switches over here. Yeah, it's a creative way to kind of walk you through interacting with stuff and, you know, guide you with it still feeling in universe. Like, I don't know, maybe I lost my dad.
Main breaker. First, you switch this on, and then all the outgoing lines. Got it?
Okay, one on the left, and then the ones on the right. Main breaker. Oh, maybe it's just one interaction. Okay, I thought I was gonna have to remember a sequence or something. Ooh. Ooh, the hum. Ooh, the hum.
Good.
Ooh.
That's a real electrician.
Wait, my dad was talking and he wasn't phased into reality that time. Yeah, the way that it's like popping him in and out of reality, it's almost like he's gone. You know, like I'm remembering fond times or something. I don't know, maybe I'm jumping ahead in the story, or I'm just making some shit up with no real context to do so, as I often do. But yeah, I don't know. I like that. It's kind of a unique way to explain, like I said, what's happening. But also, we came here. We obviously know the place well enough
Fixed it.
to know how to turn the fucking lights on. There's people in the sky. Maybe it's just a painting. We said that this is a year after the Great Departure, right? I could be wrong there, but I think we said it's been a year. I think that differs from the first game. That's cool. Maybe a little bit alternate perspective for a timeline. Music bomb. Lots of fog, lots of atmosphere. Place looks good, place looks great. I'm liking it. Light above this door, probably where I'm supposed to go. All that looks blocked off. Yeah, this was a prevalent theme in the first game. I know the first thing I said when I opened up was like, oh, I'm not gonna talk about the first game. I'm not, from like a lore perspective, but you know, I'm allowed to make comparisons. I'm only human. Peaceful music.
Here's Dad's old office.
It sounds like we're reminiscing on the past, right? Find something to keep busy. Make some coffee. Am I just coming to work? Is this whole context where I'm thinking I'm on this great journey, just I was coming to clock in? What does that say?
Yeah. Everyone like my father.
He's got some, yes, it's a memorial to my father, right? So he is gone. That makes sense why we were having like the flashbacks in that context. Pride of the Labor Collective. Oh God, Artemiev Ivan Sergeyevich. For 27 years, he has remained steadfast at his position, making a significant contribution to the development of production. From the very first days of setting up the production lines to the present, he has consistently demonstrated high professionalism, initiative, and responsibility. He has risen from a student intern to chief engineer, earning the respect of his colleagues and the recognition of the team through his dedication and commitment to his profession. So that's not necessarily saying that he's dead. He could be all right. Dad could be all right, right? That's a dark motherfucking room. Ooh. Oh, thank
Dad
God.
used to have this ritual of having a coffee to start the shift.
Me too.
Even though he said that energy wasn't from the coffee, he didn't stay in the office long. Had his cup and went straight to the workshop with the others.
Diligent man. Good leader. I need to fill the kettle so I can pour the water into the coffee machine. Oh man, I love it when a game sets you up by letting you make a cup of joe. It just sets the mood. It sets the atmosphere. Can I read any of these? Not in this lifetime, I can't. Holy shit. Nope. All right, water. Anyone see a water machine? What an ominous picture that is. Things look a little run down here, right? Like this place is definitely broken down. I have a feeling maybe like just reaching. I'm absolutely reaching here. But in the context that I have so far, I feel like we've come to a place that's familiar to us. We've come to a place that we know, maybe to help process our thoughts, our feelings. That's why it looks so run down, so disheveled. People aren't here normally, but I know how to turn the lights on. I know how to exist here. Do I have a reflection? Some sort of, I can see my teapot a little bit. Bunch of hard hats. I'm standing on the table. Old safe? Haunting depiction of some gentleman. This is really, really cool so far, man. All right, let's make this cup of joe. I won't really know how good the game is until we get to pour this cup of coffee into the mug. That's how I'll know. What's that first sip gonna feel like? Am I gonna feel it? Am I gonna feel it in my soul? Okay. Look at the fluid sloshing around in the cup. Is that weird? Not weird in a bad way, but like I feel like I normally don't see that in games. It's like the fluid level goes doot doot doot, and it's like static. Newspaper.
Guess we'll have our answers soon enough. Maybe they really will come back.
Ooh, okay. Prophet Malkinov, the Ascended, will return after exactly 1 year. Notorious prophet and self-proclaimed spiritual guide Dmitry Malkinov made another statement sparking widespread public reaction. Malkinov claims to possess knowledge obtained from the other side. According to him, all those who vanished during the Great Departure on July 13th last year will return exactly 1 year later on the same date and even at the same time, 0013. The ascension was not death, Malkinov states. It was a transition. Those who were taken will return to where they disappeared from. They will return enlightened on the same day and at the same hour. Officials and members of the scientific community have called Malkinov's claims a dangerous exploitation of people's grief. Psychologists warn that such statements are especially harmful during periods of collective trauma as they reinforce denial and hinder process of acceptance. Nevertheless, the prophet has already gathered a following, many of whom plan to mark the anniversary of the departure at the sites where their loved ones vanished. Similar claims have been made before and have not been confirmed. If you lost your loved ones, we recommend seeking professional psychological help or attending your local free support group. Will the prophecy come true or prove to be yet another attempt to capitalize on a global tragedy? According to Malkinov himself, we'll know the answer on the anniversary. Okay, so really playing into that idea of like, I mean, the story from the original game was just that. Really all we knew was the Great Departure happened. It was such a hard concept to kind of grasp. Am I not gonna be able to drink this coffee? That's gonna be points off. I'm gonna have to deduct points for not being able to drink that fresh cup of coffee I just poured. But this kind of is driving home that point. Like it's the grief, the trauma, and how hard it would be to accept so many people just disappearing, you know, overnight, in an instant. And how hard it would be to hear someone saying, oh no, don't worry, they'll come back. Okay, it doesn't seem like I can interact with anything else in here. All right, I guess we're moving on.
Yeah, sure. An abandoned factory, late at night, with a horror movie flickering light. Let's get you fixed.
Fix the light? It does seem like we came here only to distract ourselves. I think I kind of was a little bit... Is it in this supply? Was there a... Oh, wait. A ladder. Okay, that's good. Where's the light? Here? When I said earlier that it seemed like we were here as a distraction or as like a means to, you know, take my mind off of what's been bothering us, it seems like that's what it is. I'm just refusing to accept it. Obviously, I have some sort of, I'm kind of on the side of the prophet in that newspaper that we just read about, wanting things to not be real, wanting it to be true. They're all coming back. They're all going to come back right where they disappeared from. That's the whole phone call that we had in the very beginning of the game. What? What the fuck happened? This is like I just restarted the game, right? I'm back here. This is where I was in the beginning. Oh my God, what is happening? I mean, the environment is a little bit different. I think some things are moved around. Like there was a scaffolding here. Obviously there's like TVs and stuff. There's a fucking guy in a bathtub over there. This is meant to be that same place, though, obviously. TVs. Oh my God, what is wrong? What is happening? Man, you know when I said I think that the audio's a little quiet? I think it was only quiet to make this more impactful. It was so empty in the initial world that we were in. It was so desolate. I felt alone. Now I'm just being assaulted. My senses, I can't catch a break. Everywhere I look, there's something in my ear.
Not my problem.
What the fuck? And there's like an overseer? Something's watching us? I could interact with this door before. Huh. Look at my shadow! I didn't make a comment about my shadow before because it was just totally normal. You can see my shadow, but look! Something wrong with me. Look at my feet. Look at my dogs. Holy shit. Maybe that mirror in the train station will work now and I'll be able to see myself. I bet that's gonna happen. Are you having fun? You seem like it. You can tell by the maniacal laughter they're having an excellent time. Am I just meant to be following the same path? I'm getting in a vehicle and I'm going to the office? Going in for a day of work? Hello, I hear knocking. I'm trying to pay attention to like what's different, what's the same, but also what's different. What the hell is that up there? Something waving around. A wacky flailing, inflatable and arm flailing tube man. I think I butchered that, but whatever, we'll roll with it. Thunder? These eyes are so strange. Like they're watching me, like security cameras or the equivalent to security cameras. What am I doing? What the hell am I doing? Well, it seems like even in this weird and twisted world, our technology is somewhat similar. We still have like flashlights. You know, the architecture's the same. Mother of offerings. The blood of her children became the foundation of our world. May her example endure forever. Okay, so like blood sacrifice? Am I supposed to be getting in this van and leaving? Maybe I'm supposed to be walking. Wait, if I can drive, I want to walk first. What if the van takes me in a cutscene and doesn't let me explore any of this? Okay, you're right. That's a good idea. We'll get in the van. Oh yeah, how foolish of me, how foolish of me. How fucking strange, man. How bizarre. I'd honestly say the strangest thing so far is the fact that the world is very similar. It's identical, almost, right? From the architecture. We have vehicles, like that van is like an era-specific van that we had in the other world. But everything's so bloody and twisted and weird. Was it gonna show me that thing that was moving around at the top now? Oh, it looks like tendrils. Oh, shit. Oh, skeletons. Oh, look at that guy. He got impaled. What a crazy start, man. Ooh. We are coming back to the same factory. It's gonna be like I'm replaying everything through the eyes of this. I don't even know if this is the same character.
This place is falling apart. Rifts are everywhere. It needs to be done with.
I don't even know if that's meant to be the same character. I think it is. Like the tone, the tonality and the voice sounded the same. Rifts are everywhere. What the fuck are these, man? These are like the pylons in StarCraft that you have to construct in order to build your buildings and stuff. Dude, and it's fucking an eclipse. Dude, this world is insane. All this stuff is gone. Oh, okay. It's keeping me pretty tightly confined here. I guess we'll go inside. I'm not 100% positive that this is meant to be the same character that we were playing as. I mean, the implication is there for sure. Door on our left, mural on the right, no mural. So it's a similar world, but maybe not one-to-one. Maybe not one-to-one. I can't go in there. There's that ladder. Okay, look, there's no reason to be scared, right? I'm one of these creatures. We saw from the state of my dogs and the pins in my head and my shoulders, there's obviously nothing to fear here. I'm just a normal citizen in whatever the hell is going on here. So, yeah, with that in mind, you know what I mean? I'm off to the day at the office. Okay. What is this? That was like torture tools. What the hell were those? What am I gonna do with that? Can I get a glimpse of whatever the hell's going on with me in the mirror? No. What an odd. This game so far is making me feel the same way the other game made me feel, which is a good thing. I was fascinated with the story of the other game, even though I was lost. Even though I was admittedly very lost for most of it, that sealed my exit. That's pretty cool. I like the fleshy, meaty tendrils that are actively moving and engulfing my environment. That's a normal fucking guy, right? Hold on, X marks the what? I hear snickering. Hello? Who is that? Who are these people? These are normal people. Hold on, before I go in there. Before I answer the maniacal laughter. Nothing else in here, right? No, nothing else I can interact with, it seems. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Remember that. Those are numbers.
Just shut up already.
Let's get everything ready.
That's me, right? My character? What am I doing right now? What am I moving around?
Let's light some candles.
Oh, mamma mia. Oh my God. What do you want me to do here? Hang him. Great. Okay. That's something we can do for sure. I didn't know what I was doing when I clicked that button. I guess, okay. I'm one of these people, right? Am I just doing this to all of them? Why are you looking at me like that? It's like I'm doing you a favor or something. Holy shit. I guess let's get through this before I start blabbering. Holy shit. Oh my God. What am I doing with that one? Oh, I already know what I'm doing with that one. What the? Oh!
Fuck.
Whoa! Let me go! Okay.
No.
Yeah, into Dad's office. This door wasn't open before. Okay. Shut.
You're not getting out.
Maybe you're not getting in.
Fuck! You!
I just phased into their world. Okay, so I really, really appreciate the way that it showed me the first characters, like, up to that point. Then it showed me the second characters, and then it blended them together. I didn't see that coming at all. What is this world? Dude, the textures and everything, this is so crazy. I can definitely see the inspiration from like the first game in this one, just in the way that everything was so chaotic and bloody. Ooh.
What kind of fucked up place is this?
I hear peaceful music. Old-timey classic music. Is something gonna manifest out of that? I was thinking that that other guy was a version of myself, but maybe that was just meant to be the eyes of a separate entity. I don't know if it's related to me at all, to be fair. It might not. Might not be. What a crazy, crazy turn of events. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it seems pretty welcoming to me. Oh, I thought I was gonna have to time it. Thank you for playing the demo of the Derailed. Damn, I thought there was gonna be a little bit more. Will you survive or meet the same grim fate as the Reaper's other victims? The answer awaits in the full version, but don't get your hopes up. Not everything is in your hands. You won't come out of the Derailed's dark waters unscathed. For now, don't forget to wishlist the Derailed Devour the Harvest. Dude, that was awesome. Now, as far as the actual game goes, like what are we going to see? What's coming our way? I don't know. That setup was so interesting from a gameplay perspective because it introduced this idea of worlds. It introduced this idea of maybe a separate reality. Like obviously we were sitting there on that ladder about to change the light, and then that guy, whoever the character we were playing as in the really messed up world, when he killed those people, there was this spark, this manifestation of energy. And that was like the same texture that appeared around our character when we were transported into that world. I don't know if that's going to be specific, but it is odd that it was like the same thing, the same like electrical tendril kind of thing happening around us. Like I said just a few minutes ago, I don't even know if that was meant to be the same character. So in my mind, the first thing that I thought of that, the split world thing, was an alternate reality. An alternate reality where us as a character, our same mindset, our same, I guess, soul, if you will, this is us in another universe. And that was us playing through that character. Now, I'm not certain that that's the case, but definitely I feel like the implication of having both of those worlds start from the same exact point and go through the same steps to get there, it kind of is, it's heavily implied, right? That we're supposed to be the same person. And man, now that we're at the end, we can kind of talk about this a little more. There were a lot of similarities between this game and the other game, both in the environment, but also a lot of the stuff that was hinted at around the world in the previous game. Now, obviously, if you want to go watch the other game and you want to kind of maybe come back to this point or just go see it for yourself first, I would pause the video here and go do that because I'm going to be talking about some of the things that we saw in the first game that I think is going to be important moving forward. In the first game, we had a couple notes that talked about doppelgangers, a couple notes that talked about like body snatchers. There were like two specifically, I think, that literally mentioned if you see somebody who looks like someone who was a victim of the Great Departure, don't approach them. Don't take a picture of them. There was a lot of context about it. And it kind of was playing into this whole doppelganger type idea. That wasn't really that important to me back when I played the game because there was so much going on in that game that it almost it felt really disjointed. It didn't make a whole lot of sense. But now seeing this and seeing the two realities, I'm starting to think to myself, maybe it is a case of doppelgangers. Maybe there is an alternate version of ourselves, and somehow in the events of the first game, those realities were melding together, which is why they were talking about seeing them. Another thing that I thought was super interesting is in the first game, we found a notebook. We found, I think it was either one note or two notes, but it was from a person who appeared to be from another world, or they weren't human for sure. They referenced humans as cattle, and they talked about performing some sort of ritual in an effort to get back to their world, I believe is what they were trying to do. Sorry, I'm operating based off like loose memory here. What if that was a person from this world who was documenting them getting stuck in our reality and trying to make it back to the other side through this ritual? It's so interesting, and I'm definitely looking forward to the full release. I want to know more. I want to know what's coming and what's happening. Oh man, and I know we talked about it right at the beginning of the game. I know we got it all out right up front, but it is so cool to be a part of something like this. It was such a fun experience. I've never done voicing for a character. I've never tried to put myself into a mindset of like, okay, let me take in my atmosphere, my environment, and kind of speak as if I am this person. It was a really unique experience, and it was a challenging one and a really fun one. Anyway, I could ramble and ramble and ramble. You guys know how good I am at talking, so I'm gonna try to cut it short here and say, if you enjoyed the game, if you think it looks fun, one, you can go check out the other video to get a little bit more information on this world, on this environment. I think, like I said in the beginning, it's a standalone story, so it's not that the stories are linked together, but the world is definitely supported, the environment is supported buy the other game. And if you enjoyed it, please consider wishlisting it on Steam. It's really cool, like I said, to be able to have a platform in which I can, promote cool games, but also promote games that I'm a part of. And that's only if you like it and you intend on playing the game. This is not a paid promotion type thing. There's no monetary value or stake I have in this game's success whatsoever. This is just something that I was very, very happy to do for fun. So if you enjoyed it, do consider it. Let me know what you thought about the game or about my performance in the comment section down below. While you're down there, remember to leave the video a like. It does help me out a lot. I'd like to thank you for being here, and until next time, see ya.
That's so fucking cool.